The flipped classroom method of teaching has a range of benefits to students and teachers in the classroom. The way it works is that students are required to complete their homework at home using a range of video sources, which gives content knowledge for the students, and then are able to come into class and just ask questions based on the content. This provides us a benefit because the students are able to really nail down on the content side of things at home, but when they get into class, they're able to ask specific questions to the teacher instead of trying to learn the content in class and going home and while completing homework that they might be unsure of completing because they don't have that specific knowledge in the certain areas. The videos are of great benefit because they explain step by step the different aspects of the content. Rather than reading a textbook, a student's able to just watch a video and it's the teacher explaining it to them themselves. So it provides the same sort of style that you would get from a classroom type of environment. However, they have the benefit of going home and then being able to come back into class and asking those specific questions. It's changed the way the classroom works in the sense that the classroom itself isn't about learning the content, but once the students at home, they learn the content, and when they're in class, it's about increasing their marks in those little specific areas.
I find it quite helpful because when I get home and I want to do my homework, I start to learn new content that the teachers put up through videos, and if I have any inquiries, I email the teacher before the class, and they're able to produce a lesson plan that I'm able to follow and understand the content better. There's been a change in homework. I've had to actually apply myself quite a bit because I'm trying to understand content that the teachers aren't starting off with. I have to learn it myself through the video. And so through this, I find myself being more engaged because I'm not still learning the same stuff that I'm doing in class. It's a different approach that makes me more engaged with the work I'm doing. Our way of learning has changed. Like we contact each other if we don't understand something either before we contact the teacher because it's due to a long time of a break during class.
The flipped classroom approach allows me to learn content at my own pace, and I guess that was the biggest advantage in my situation because sometimes it takes a while to process what a teacher is saying in the traditional approach to teaching where a teacher will give a lesson and sometimes you may skip areas. The flipped classroom approach allows me to sort of take a step back and read and go through the videos that I don't fully understand to help avoid the situation of a domino effect where I don't understand one thing and I won't understand the rest of the lesson. So I guess that was the biggest advantage for me in a flipped classroom approach where I just take my own time in learning the stuff I needed to learn. And yeah, it just helped me get a bigger understanding, overall better understanding of the content.
It's allowed me to do a lot of content-based work when I get home. And as we start the lesson the next day, we get our questions and queries answered. And as these questions are answered and everything is understood, the teacher asks if it's all right to learn new content and get a deeper understanding of new content. So that allowed us to efficiently get through all the work, and with this, it allowed us to finish all the syllabus work and have enough time in terms 3 and 4 to study for our exams for the HSC.
I can really use it relate it back to my everyday life, as well as take it as a strength when I go forth and go into uni and go into future jobs, where that kind of learning is really portrayed within any profession you would do. And with the flipped classroom approach, it helps our students gain not necessarily academic skills, but other skills such as confidence and just very self-efficiency with how we complete everyday tasks. And with the flipped classroom approach, it really helps us hone these skills and really better understand our content that is needed to do in order to tackle everyday setbacks.
I found this more effective because at home I can just rewind the videos and go through it again, time and time again, and go back to previous videos and learn about previous topics again if I don't understand it clearly. And then if I still don't understand it, then I can just ask the teacher the next day at school, which made it really effective. It made it very effective to learn new concepts, and you learn from the teacher while you're doing the homework questions. So it's more effective, and it's been really beneficial to my 2 senior years so far, I found it really helps me understand the topics more clearly and better, and it helps me, I can focus in on certain aspects that I still don't understand with the teacher in comparison to the old structure where it was just like you go home, you do questions and you just learn the content in class. It's more effective when you do the questions in class because then you can still go over any parts that you're still having trouble with. So in that regard, flipped classroom is one of the better options for senior years, and I think it's been really beneficial to me in my time at Parramatta Marist in senior years.